Hello. This is going to be a 2-minute tip to help you attract your audience online and create content that really speaks to them. And I'm going to show you how to do it in just 2 minutes. And let's get started. Hello, I am Charlene Tessier, the founder of Strength in Numbers, and I help you use strategic live streams and videos to attract your ideal clients online and get them filling up your programs, direct messaging you, and getting those events filled. So, a lot of people ask me, how do I know what kind of content to create? And when you're first starting out, it is a little bit of a struggle. You don't know really what kind of questions they might have, what challenges, what is really kind of bothering them. And you really want to create content that is speaking to those questions, challenges, and struggle. And there's a few ways you can do it. There's three ways actually. The first way is probably what you're teaching or selling or offering is something that you learn personally, yes, through your own experience. And if you were to speak to your former self 1 year or 2 years ago in the past, what really try to think about what were the things that you really struggled with. And it's really hard because it blurs together and it seems like, oh yeah, I just kind of discovered that, but it wasn't really true. And if you really spend some time to just block out everything and think about your former self, not about the self you are now, where you really struggled and your journeys and the things that you tried and failed at, those are excellent ways to create content that's going to speak directly to your ideal client, because it's very likely your ideal client is your former self of you. Second way that you hear that's very common is to look at other people's responses, possibly to those similar types of questions in Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, on Quora, on Reddit, Twitter, different social platforms where where people are discussing or having bringing up the questions and challenges that they have around what it is you offer, and not going in there and selling, but going in there and really listening to what it is they are asking, and then create content, your own original content that helps address those concerns. Now, the third way, which is a way that I've been doing very recently, not for very long, but it has been just really amazing results for me, and that on all of my free gifts that I give, even when I start, if you join my community or if you signed up for my panel last week, after you have gotten your free goodie, right before you kind of receive that goodie, I ask you a question. I ask you, what's your greatest challenge with XYZ? And I'm very, very specific, but I just have an open field and I don't want multiple choice. I don't want your name. I want it to be anonymous. I want it to be really authentic and you, and to just let me know what's your struggle. Open form field, do what you want, write what you want. And I have been doing this for probably just 5-ish, 6 months now. I have run it on every single thing that I give for free. Um, I asked that question, and now I have already, in this very short time, accumulated close to 200 different responses. And even though they seem different, they are somewhat similar. They have very common threads. So, um, looking at the language, and even some people ask a very or state a very specific struggle or problem, I use that to then create the content that really answers their question. And that's actually how this little video came about. It was about, what do I specifically say to my ideal client, or how do I find them online, and using my content. Well, this is how I do it. And I realize we're at 5 minutes, and my goal was to give you a 2-minute tip. So I'm going to have to work on that, or maybe this will have to be a 5-minute segment. We'll see. My plan is this month, I'm going to give you 30 days of 30 tips, 30 videos, every day. And today is day one, November 1st. And I'm very happy to do that and excited to be with you for the next 30 days. I'm going to try to keep them to 2 minutes. Maybe I'll even do 5 minutes, but we'll just call it tip of the day in case I run over. Now, just to summarize, how do you attract your ideal client so that you create content that speaks directly to them without having you to guess what is it they're really struggling with? What's their questions? What's their challenges? Well, the first way is think about all the challenges, questions, and struggles you had when you were originally sort of trying to work this out before you came up with your solution or offer. And so talk to your former self. The second way is to, which most people recommend, look on social. Be in places where people are talking about the struggles that they're having that relate to your service or offering. And the third way, which is a way that I really, really love, and it's great because I've just gotten so many great questions, very specific questions as well, is to offer after you give something for free, ask a question. What's your greatest challenge with live streaming? What's your greatest challenge with finding your ideal clients online? What's your greatest challenge with um, using LinkedIn or finding clients on LinkedIn, right? You don't want it too specific, you don't want it too general, but you want it specific enough that they can answer. Open field. Don't ask for tons of information. Just make it easy. Don't need their email. Just anonymous is good. And you will have so much content you won't be able to know what to do with. And best of all, you will create content that speaks directly to your ideal client because they already told you what their greatest struggle is. So that's my tip of the day. And I'm going to let you know that next week I have a free masterclass where I'm going to show you 3 tactics to get your ideal clients to direct message you rather than you having to chase them. That is my free masterclass. It's coming up all next week. I will drop the link down below. Please sign up, and I hope to see you there. And I will see you tomorrow. Yes, 30 days of tips. Have a wonderful day.